Gentlemen, lean in. We're going to talk about today how you can get her a bigger looking diamond without spending any extra money.
So here's the thing about size that we need to address, and it's really important to understand that our brain does not see size the way that we think, okay? So it's not like we have a Iron Man helmet on that we're able to scan something and see how tall or that, like know the exact measurement of something. The thing is that our brain perceives size, okay? And it does that by comparison. So think of like pick any NBA team. They're standing in a room, they're photographed. Okay, that's one thing. Now, picture yourself, if you're photographed, if you're sitting next to them, and then you get photographed, that's when all of a sudden you realize, wow, these guys are freakishly tall. And so our brain is understanding that through contrast. And so here is a really simple formula to how to make your center stone look bigger. And all you want to do is you want to increase the contrast. And there's two simple ways that you could do that with, and it's not even going to cost you a cent.
So the first way to do this, you're going to focus on the width, okay? So if the band has a wider proportion, by very nature, it's going to make the center stone look smaller. So one way to really heighten the size of the center stone and elevate it and make it larger is you're going to want to go fine and dainty on the side. Okay.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's an optical illusion. It really can freak people out where we tell clients that we can make a stone look bigger or smaller just by way of design. And so that's why design is so important.
So important.
Second way that you're going to increase contrast is by height, okay? And a simple way that you're going to do this is basically by having shoulders or no shoulders. Okay, and there's going to be a link where we go into that in a little bit more detail. But basically, when you have a ring that has no shoulders, it makes the center stone appear like it's sitting up higher.
Yeah, because it looks like it's floating on top.
Yeah, and I guess another analogy that I can use is like take a tennis ball, but if you're seeing a tennis ball on a screen, but it's right in front of the camera, it'll appear like it's a lot bigger, but then when you pan back out, you realize, oh, it's just a tennis ball. And it's kind of like that. But that contrast by standing out from the band, it creates a larger look.
The final thing that we're going to address is really, it's going to be about a halo design. So if you choose a ring design with a halo around it, meaning there would be small diamonds around the circumference of the center stone, you can make it whatever shape it is according to the center stone that you've chosen. That is going to make your stone appear larger because your eyes are not able to differentiate where the center stone ends and begins. So if you feel like you've missed out, if you already have an engagement ring and you have one center stone, you could always have a ring designed as a jacket. We like to call it a halo jacket. And this would be a different ring so that you could wear around your engagement ring, and that will also make the center stone appear larger.
So what we want to leave you guys with is, just to summarize, is most people, obviously for good reasons, focus on the center stone when it comes to size. However, because of the way that our brain actually sees or perceives size, it's usually much better to focus on the design. And the implications of that being that it can have a much bigger impact on making your center stone look bigger. And honestly, that's a much better way to go about it than spending a lot more money just to incrementally, increase like
0.5 millimeter.
Yeah, if even that.
Yeah.
And so, we'll leave you with that.
Thanks.